All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to tackle a tool that was built to solve a problem pretty much all of us have faced. Business software that's, well, just cluttered and confusing. We're talking about the SAP Fiori Launchpad, and we're going to break down exactly how it turns that super complex backend system into a simple, personal experience.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever logged into your work software and just felt completely lost? You're staring at this ocean of menus and weird options, and 99% of it has nothing to do with your actual job? Yeah, you're definitely not alone in that.
And this slide right here, it tells the whole story. It's like night and day, right? On the left, you've got the old way, just a chaotic mess of windows, and you're chained to your desk. But on the right, you see the Fiori way. Clean, simple tiles that work on any device. And that's because it's all built around you and your specific job.
And that is precisely what the SAP Fiori Launchpad is. It's not just some new interface, it's a totally reimagined gateway to your work. One that's actually smart, personal, and puts you right at the center of everything.
So let's take a quick tour from your point of view. I want you to stop thinking of this as some rigid system and start thinking of it as your personal command center. Honestly, it's a lot like the home screen on your smartphone.
The real secret sauce here is something called role-based access. What that means in plain English is that the system already knows who you are and what your job is. So it only shows you the apps and the tools you actually need. All that other noise, it's just gone.
For instance, if your job title is buyer, you're not going to see a bunch of HR tools or finance reports. No way. Instead, your Launchpad comes preloaded with exactly what you need: apps to manage purchase orders, handle requisitions, and check on suppliers. It's totally focused, it's relevant, and man, is it efficient.
Another killer feature is how it keeps you on top of things. You don't have to go hunting for urgent tasks anymore. The Launchpad literally brings them to you. So when a purchase rec needs your approval, you get an instant pop-up. You click it, and boom, you're taken directly to that task. No digging, no delays.
And beyond what the system gives you, you've got the power to make this space truly your own. There's a powerful search bar up top that helps you find anything, apps, documents, you name it, in seconds. You can just drag and drop tiles to set up your screen exactly how you like it, and of course, you can pin your most used apps as favorites.
So you're probably wondering, how does the system pull off this perfectly tailored experience just for you? Let's take a quick peek behind the curtain and see how an administrator actually sets this all up. It's surprisingly elegant.
It really boils down to this simple three-step process. First, an admin groups all the related apps, like all the purchasing tools, into something they call a catalog. Then, that catalog gets bundled into a business role, like the buyer role we talked about. And finally, that specific role gets assigned to you. And that's it. That's how you get your own personalized view.
Now, it's good to know that not all of those tiles are created equal. They generally fall into three main flavors. You've got your transactional apps. Those are your workhorses for actually doing stuff, like creating a purchase order. Then you have analytical apps, which give you the big picture, dashboards and KPIs. And finally, you have fact sheet apps, which are like digital flashcards giving you all the key info on one specific thing, like a supplier.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second, because this is so much more than just a prettier screen. This whole approach is fundamentally designed for the way we actually work today, and that has some huge implications for businesses.
One of the biggest wins here is its responsive design. That just means the Launchpad automatically adjusts to whatever device you're on. You get that full, detailed experience on your desktop, a really nice touch-friendly layout on your tablet, and a super simple, compact view on your phone, which is perfect for doing a quick approval when you're out and about. And of course, you can't forget security and convenience. With single sign-on, you just have one secure login for everything. It sounds simple, but it means way less time messing around with passwords and more time actually working, all while making sure the company's data stays safe and sound. All right, we've covered a ton of ground here. So if you're going to walk away remembering just a few things about the SAP Fiori Launchpad, what should they be? Let's just quickly recap the main points.
The Fiori advantage really just boils down to this. It's personalized and simple, it's mobile first so you can work from anywhere, and the result of all that is just incredible efficiency. It's built from the ground up to make your job easier, not harder.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Take a hard look at the tools you have to use every single day, and just ask yourself, is my business software working for me, or am I constantly working against it? The answer might tell you a lot. Thanks for tuning in.